All right, this is day one of Homestead. About to go out and give some food, maybe some water out to some people out in the community. It's 4th of July, and there's no better day to start to this journey for Homestead than to start on the day when our country has been liberated and found its own freedom to start a new life. So in the same way, I feel like Homestead stands for the same principle, that we are giving people another chance, another opportunity to start a new life of freedom and not have to worry about what's going to happen the next day. So bringing hope to people out in the street, out in the community. So if you want, you can follow along for this journey, but I'm doing this so I can help out the community, maybe inspire you all that it's not so hard to help someone. But so I know a lot of people don't have a lot of time, but it's more so of knowing that there is people out there that are in need, and there are people out there who are helping others. So hopefully this inspires you, and this is day one. So here we go. I'll just grab one case. This should be enough.
The homeless?
Yeah.
Oh, the homeless, yeah.
There was like 2 of them there. Now it's like 5. They all like together, so.
Wow. One day the one was there, and I gave him $20.
Wow.
It's like, my husband says he gave him money too, but he goes,
It's still there, right?
"You're not going to use it for drugs, are you?"
Oh my God.
He goes, "No." And my husband tells him, "I would."
I never give out money. I usually just give them stuff.
That's a good idea. I think that I'll do that next time. 2, 3,
You were gonna get this.
4. Okay, so.
All right, so we got some water here. Case of water. This is hot. This is cold. So I have something for now. Some mac and cheese, and I got some meat in this bag, hot cold bag. So that should be good to go. Some plates and 4th of July napkins. So here we go. All right, so there's the one guy I always see across the street here. I'm trying to see how I can get over there. They got a few chairs too. Let me see. Anybody else out here? Is this you? Is this you? You want to share this with someone, or do you want it? You good? You want some?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want it? I'm sitting over here. I'm getting mad for everybody go across. I'm Jesse.
Oh, Jesse? Ah, nice to meet you, Jesse. I'm just trying to help you out, you know what I mean?
You gonna help me eat them?
Oh no, I already ate, but I got some mac and cheese in there. You want that too?
Alright, no. Oh no, yeah.
Yeah. Oop, I'll bring it over. How about that?
That sounds cool.
What did you say your name was? All right, so I think it's around 1900, and just dropped off a few water bottles to the guy on the corner there. So I think it was a pretty good rollout. He had about 3 chairs, but it was just him by himself. But I saw like 5 people with him initially, so they might be spread out. I'm gonna look around for them. They're probably at they're more than likely at the train station, so we'll go check it. So there he is, if you can see him over there. It's over that hill. All right, so we're gonna head over to the train station. I always see people over there, so we'll see if we can help them out over there too. Here we go. So that last guy we just went over and talked to, I'll classify him out of the stages of 1 to 5 of need, from 5 being the highest, low, 1's being the lowest need. He's at around a 3, I would say, more so, because he obviously doesn't have anywhere, there's no shelter or anything like that, but he's not in dire straits. However, cognitively speaking, he may need some attention there. But I think over time, if I keep visiting, he may open up, and you can see how, because you can't just come in there and just thinking you're gonna change everything at once. So you gotta go over time. So we're gonna see how he pans out with the initial contact. Usually that's the first thing you could tell a lot, with the initial contact with someone, and then over time you can kind of feel it out and see how it works, how it pans. So right now I'm going to the train station. There's usually people around in the train station area, near the post office, sitting on benches and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do a circle around here, see where some people are. So initially I don't see anyone at the train station from observing from the outside. So I'm gonna look at this bench area. I always see them around the bench. Don't see anyone here. Usually they're in try to be in public areas so they can get something from tourists, stuff like that. So here's the strip. I don't see anyone out here currently. It actually looks dead because it is the 4th of July, so there's not a lot of activity going on, but I'm gonna keep going through to see if we find anyone. It's so crazy. It's like when you're looking for someone to help, you can't find them. But then when you don't have nothing on you and you just kind of just enjoying your day, they're everywhere and you can't do anything about it. It's insane. It's a crazy phenomenon. I cannot explain it. Been doing this for, I'll say, 25 years. Definitely dealing with the homeless population, disenfranchised, the people that kind of just here and there, but dealing with them for a long time. But this is not my first job. Obviously, this is something I do on the side, but that's something I'm really passionate about and something you can do. You don't really need to do anything big to get into doing this kind of stuff. So for me, it's not a huge gap into this type of work. So it's easy. You can just buy some water and you go straight in. So I honestly believe they were cleared out because there's no way they wouldn't be out here in the summertime, especially during this time. So that's telling me that they were cleared out. But they usually go to the train station as last resort for most individuals who are experiencing homelessness, houselessness. I am by myself, but I would never recommend anyone going out by themselves if they're not really experienced with dealing with this type of population. But I've been doing this for a long time, and you kind of know how to keep your distance, how to talk, and everything of that nature. But I think overall it's just you're doing good for someone, so at the end of the day they appreciate it. So no matter how safe you are or feel like you are when you're doing this type of work or service, you never want to do this at night. only because this will be the time when they're usually using, or they're in bigger groups. So they're about to go to sleep. They're getting the packs. So it's not really the best time to go at night. Definitely not by yourself. But in this particular neighborhood, I feel better doing that only because there's not, it's basically we're in the suburbs, so it's not as dangerous, but it is still a risk. But definitely recommend not going out at night by yourself in these types of conditions, only because of a safety issue. But if you do go out at night, you want to go in a group of 2 or more. Ideally, if I was in a rough neighborhood, I would go in a group of 4 at night. If I'm going at night, I would never go by myself. Never go by myself at night in a bad area. In the suburb where I'm at right now, it's kind of like farmy, country-ish, Jersey. It's where I'm at currently is not that crazy. So you might just catch like 1 or 2 hanging around, and they just really trying to get some money, but nothing like too crazy going on. Okay. But it's around 2100 actually, and I have not made any contact yet. It's so crazy because I've seen so many around, but I think it's 4th of July. They were probably cleared out, to be honest. So I think that's fine. Unfortunately, no one wanted to try to help some people out tonight, but we was able to make contact with one person, and he was a 3-5. So he wasn't doing too bad, but mentally he had a lot going on, so couldn't really evaluate him to see what was going on, but it looked like he was outside for a minute. So all right, I think I spotted one. It's a familiar face I always see around here. She's usually like sitting somewhere, so I really think they cleared them out tonight. So I'm going to give her some water or something like that, and not take up too much of her time.
Somebody help me with a couple of bucks, will you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I have some food though. Yeah, you want some food? You want to take a seat? I'll give you something. I was going around trying to look for some people. I didn't see anyone.
Really?
Yeah, they're usually at the corner down near Walgreens.
Yeah.
But there's only one guy there now.
Yeah, I just seen him.
Yeah, so I got donut here.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And I got some ribs.
What is it?
Some ribs. You take some of that?
Yeah, I'll take a couple.
Take a couple? Okay. I got a plate too.
I'll put them right in here.
Okay.
I'll just take a couple. I don't want to take them all.
Okay. So are you from around here, or?
No, I'm trying to get on the bus.
Trying to get on the bus?
Yeah.
Where are you trying to get to?
To my mom's.
Oh, no.
Atlantic City.
Oh, Atlantic City, jeez.
Yeah, because I'm homeless and
Right.
I can't even get these help.
You can just take the whole thing.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I don't see anyone else out here. I don't want to hold
All right.
on to it. You
Thank
can
you.
hold the box too.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So, I don't have any cash on me, but do you think you could catch a bus? We're trying to catch a bus.
Yeah,
soon?
it's coming back this way,
Oh,
10
it's
after
coming
10.
back? Okay, that's good.
So I hope I can get on it.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. I mean, anything else I could get you, or you good?
You don't have like $2 or $3, huh?
No cash. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
Yeah. But
Damn.
just trying to give out some food and stuff like
That's
that.
nice. That's good.
See what's going on. But I've seen a lot of people around here, like walking around. So
Yeah, they do every day.
yeah. So we're trying to help you guys out.
Let me put it in here. This way it's easier for me to carry.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I drink water like you wouldn't believe.
Oh yeah, I believe it. It's hot out too.
Yeah.
It's getting cooler because of
I hope so.
the weather, at night, but in the daytime it's really bad.
I sometimes stay at my friend's in Bound Brook,
Okay.
but he's in Trenton. So I'm like stuck. So I'll walk until I come across somebody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This box?
No.
You good? Okay, yeah.
Thank you so much, hon.
Yeah, of course.
I'll see you again.
Of course. I'll be around. You too. So, pretty successful. We hit 2. That lady, I've seen her around these parts a lot, and I'll give her, as far as need goes, 5 being the worst, 1 being the least need. She's definitely at like a 2, only because she is homeless, but she does have someone she can go to in Atlantic City. So she's gonna catch a bus there and be able to meet up with them there. So really just helping her out, just giving her water and stuff like that so she can have something to eat on the way there. They always ask for money. Never give money. I never give money. That's the last thing you want to give. Not because they're gonna spend it on whatever or what have you, but more so the fact that you want to give them what they actually need, because they don't need money. They need something that they're trying to use the money for. So you gotta, whenever someone's asking you for money, you gotta go to the next step and ask them what they need it for. A lot of people don't have a lot of time like that. They just want to throw the money out and then keep moving. It's like a Band-Aid, and that's not just trying to discourage anyone from giving. But if you really want to make an impact in someone's life, ask them what they really need. And you'll find out that they might need a ride, a bus ticket, taxi, Uber. They may need, which I wouldn't recommend getting an Uber for someone else if you're not riding with them. But, you can get them a taxi or something like that, a bus ride. Never take anyone in your car to give them a ride. That's number 1 no, unless your vehicle is prepared for transportation, which means you have some kind of barrier between you and the passenger, because you never know, right? You never want to put yourself in that situation. But there are individuals who do have needs that you can help them with, and that can sometimes be just getting them a ticket, getting them some food, a pack of cigarettes. I mean, they're having a rough life, and they may, that helps them out a little bit. But I wouldn't get them drinks. I wouldn't get them alcohol. I wouldn't obviously buy them drugs, anything crazy like that. But I would get them food or stuff like that, clothes, anything. You could do those things. But I never give out money. Only time I give out money is to like organizations or to someone I know already, and I know that they just need the money to buy something or pay a bill or something. But other than that, never give money, never give cash, never do that. But if you really want to help someone out, just ask them what they really need. They usually just tell you food or something like that. You could go into the restaurant with them and get the food, or you could go on their behalf because they're always there, so that restaurant probably don't want to give them anything because they have been hanging out there loitering type of deal. So it's really rough out there for a lot of people, and they didn't choose this life. It's just circumstances, like someone's kid. I have 2 kids, so no one is born in this world wanting to be houseless, homeless, without support. None of us chose to be here in this world. So what we can do, is help someone else out. It's also good to actually go out and do something, or give to someone that is doing something with it. So I've been in this business, nonprofit, charity, community service stuff. Been doing this for 25 years, and there's only a handful of organizations I would give my money to. So with that being said, that's why I started this organization, Homestead. is because I know for a fact that what I'm doing is going to help someone, and it's not just to put a Band-Aid on it. It's to make a difference, make a change in their lives, even if it's giving them hope. So we all can play a part in that, and we all could be a part of that, and we can all do something to alleviate someone's suffering. So I'm gonna wrap it up tonight. 21:20. I'm trying to do military time with you guys. Okay, 9:21. So 9:21 p.m. And if I said in my other videos, never go out at night. If you are at night in a decent area, go with pairs of 2 or 3. If you're in a rough area, go in a group of 4, right? Have someone always in a car, and 3 go out, and make sure you're always on swivel. But other than that, I would never recommend anyone going out at night by themselves if they don't know the area. So I've been living here for a year and a half, almost 2 years. So I've seen a lot of these people before, and they already know me. But you just gotta get to know your neighborhood, and that helps to understand what the need is out there. So I'm in a really good area, so there's not a lot of people that need help that you can see on the street. There's people that's rough in their houses, right? There's people in there suffering at home with different issues, but you won't see a lot of houseless individuals in the suburbs because of the reason that police try to keep them out of these types of neighborhoods. But they're gonna be here. They're always gonna be here. They're always gonna be somewhere. So we only had 2 out of 2 today. She knew the other guy that was down the street, but I don't think they're associated. So I always see her by herself anyway, and I think she does have a place to stay in Atlantic City, because I see her in and out. She's never like here. She's always like here and there. So yeah, that's all we got for tonight. It was 4th of July. Had the fireworks going. We had some food. We made some extra. Shout out to my friend who threw down with the food and everything. He did a really good job with that, and shout out to him for providing that food for today. And went to the dollar store, got some water. I'm glad I didn't buy too much stuff this time around, only because there wasn't a lot of people out, and I don't want to keep too much at my house with food wise. But I always try to keep granola bars and water and stuff like that. So we're gonna see how we go in the next days or so. I do have a full-time job, so I do try to do this when I can. My dream would be to do this full-time and just help people out all day, all long. So if you guys could support me and help me out, in my organization, so I could continue to go out here and help people that need it, and get a bigger group, get a bigger team, so we could go out to these rougher areas and really make an impact here. So I'm heading out. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back soon.